Hello. So once you have created your Pear app, the next step is to distribute as a binary. That is an executable installer for Windows, Mac, or Linux because people might not have the developer tools installed to run your Pear link everywhere. So it's best and expected from you that you turn it into a binary and save it people that do not have Pear installed. So the first step for this is to go to github.com/whole bunch to slash peer app link. So this is the template repository we are going to git clone. Okay. Create a directory here and then git clone peer app link. Once you are in that directory, open the cmakelist.txt file. So if you are going to compile it for Windows, Linux, and macOS all, then I recommend that you fill in all the details here. But if you are going to compile for a specific system, then only have the necessary details for that system. Right now, I am going to build it only for macOS. So I will remove all these details, including these ones. So I will. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to try and turn the peer runtime into an executable binary. This is the peer runtime. Peer run peer. Hold on. Okay, so this is the URL for peer runtime. So if I run peer double or slash slash and then this key, it will open the runtime for me. So we are going to turn this into a shareable and executable application. This of course is not an ideal app to share because you are going to need peer runtime while running it. That is what it's meant to check for. But if you are building something else, follow the process. So I'll go back to my editor and let's give a description of the application here. So it is peer runtime appling. The author is all bunch. The name, let's call it peer runtime XP. Okay, this key, whenever you are seeding or running a peer app, you will get a link like peer double dot slash slash and then key. So that part there is the key. So I'm going to paste it here. When you and your app should be running and setting while doing this. For example, I have peer double dot slash slash. So this would have been my key. So this part is the key that I'm pasting here. I will save it, and once that is done, do an npmi to install all the required modules. And in this case here, we need cmakepeer to build this into an executable file. We also need bearmac to generate and actually build the file, so we are going to install them as well and globally. So let's wait for this to finish, and it did. So I'll do npm I bearmac test. Okay, so once that is done, we are going to follow along these commands. Another thing, that is, if you want to give a specific icon to your app, you need to go to the assets and change the icon files here. For example, this is for Linux and this is for macOS and this one is for Windows. So you need to change in all three directories. And this is the splash.png that will run when the peer runtime of the app is initially loading. So once you have done that, we can execute the peer make generate command. Let me do that. Okay, I will run the app as well in just in case. Yeah, so that it is seeding it. Okay, I will wait for this to generate and then resume my recording. Okay, so my file build files have been generated and we have some warnings here. So these warnings are related to the config files, config lines removed from the cmake lists.txt, but it should be fine, I believe. So let's try building it. Bear make build. Okay, it is now asking me for my password. So you will require Xcode tools installed as well on your system. Okay, so I believe your files are now built. And if I open this and go to the builds folder here, you can see we have the peer runtime map here. So if I double click this and install it, I can now put it in my applications directory or share it with anyone. And I don't need all these files really. I can just remove them. And this is the final binary from my Pear app. Thank you.